Hey, what's up, y'all? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. Got some NFL player props we're going to look at for Saturday's two games. Um, Two picks, man. As per usual, we got a couple scenarios we need to talk about. We're getting that time of the year where playoff scenarios must be taken into account. So we look at our first game, Baltimore and Cleveland. Cleveland is playing for nothing, right? They're playing for draft picks. They're out of the playoffs. Baltimore has secured a playoff spot, but they do still have something to play for. They're playing for the AFC North crown still. So still looking for that one seed in the AFC North. Pittsburgh is one loss behind them, who also plays tomorrow. This game, Baltimore Cleveland, should be a slaughter fest. They've got Baltimore by 20. They've got the line is minus 20. So I do think that if Baltimore gets up by 17 plus, the late third, early fourth quarter, we could see Lamar sitting. We could see Derrick Henry sitting. We could see Zay Flowers sitting. Um, Mark Andrews sitting. So with that being said, this first one's going to be a first half prop. I think this is the safest way to go. When we look in the first half, it's going to be Lamar over 111 and a half passing yards. I think they try and come out, put the dagger in early. Plus, Cleveland is ass, anyways. Um, when we look at Lamar's first half, in his last 5 games, he's averaging like 120 something in the first half. His whole season, taken into account, is even better. On the year, he is averaging 137 passing yards by halftime. Second quarter is where he really puts it on. So if first quarter is dragging, don't sweat it. First quarter, he's only averaging 47 passing yards. But the second quarter, he averages 90. So that's where we really pick it up and put on here. Again, I think it just makes sense to me that they come out and start beating the brakes off these dudes really quickly. Full game props are just iffy to me right now with Baltimore. I feel like they would really need to hit them in 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters. Um, as soon as they get that win, because that one, all they need is the win tonight to secure the lead against Pittsburgh. That's all they need. They need nothing else to happen except a win. So I think they get in position to win, they get out. So we're going to go Lamar over 111 and a half first half passing yards. Um, Next one will be a full game. We're going to hop over to the other game, Cincy and Pittsburgh. Now, this game, again, Pittsburgh is playing for something, if only if Baltimore loses. If Baltimore loses, Pittsburgh needs to win, right? So, and then from there it would be tiebreakers being settled and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But so if Baltimore loses, Pittsburgh would know that by kickoff because Baltimore plays 4 hours before Pittsburgh. So they would know what their game plan would be by kickoff. What you don't want to do is start taking Pittsburgh props and then Baltimore beats Cleveland, which will probably happen. And then so Pittsburgh says, you know what, we got no shot at the title. Let me just sit all these guys, and then you're fucked, right? So I'm going to go Cincy. Cincy does still have something to play for. They have a lot slimmer hopes of making playoffs, but it is a must win at the end of the day, period. It's a must win. So no other teams play till Sunday for all this to happen. They need this to happen. None of that happens till Sunday, anyways. All they know is right now, Saturday, they need a win. So I think Cincy's the way to go. Um, Pittsburgh, like we said, they did play not too long ago. They played a few weeks ago. Um, my pick is going to be Andre Josivac. And I pulled up. When we look at Andre Josivac, 2.5 receptions doesn't look terrible, but I'm going to go with over 28.5 receiving yards just because this dude's run after the catch effort is amazing. He reminds me a lot of like Puka Nakua. And plus, this is also one of those guys where even if the stars do start getting pulled late as well for Cincy, like Jamar, T. Higgins, I do think Andre is one of those guys that they would leave in just to kind of still be a core centerpiece for the offense if they're going to pull the others. So I think that's kind of logical too to be thinking that way. So that's going to be the two picks right there, man. Lamar, we're going to go first half. Give me 112 yards through the air at least, averaging almost 140 in the first halves. And then we're going to go Andre Josivac over 28.5 receiving yards against Pittsburgh in a must-win for Cincy. Even if some people get pulled, I think he stays. So that's going to be two picks, man. Let me know what y'all think. Good luck. I will catch y'all for the next one. Happy New Year. Later.